Alright, what's up YouTube? This your boy, Suave Smooth from the ATL Drone Squad. Alright, remember, you're gonna love me. Okay, I have just did a rigorous comparison between my new Eachine ev100s that I just got, and between my first goggle, Eachine ev006, these two. So I've just done a comparison between these two to see which is better, if not both are the same. I done like a frustrated opinion about them earlier because I you know, it was way better quality than what people were making them out to be. But now I just got done doing a comparison in low light, so they both have to really put out some good stuff. Now keep in mind, I don't have the top of the line antennas, as you can see. I have a simple little Aries something line, come on, focus, there you go, TX cloverleaf antenna, and then another pagoda antenna too. Fairly decent antennas. So this is, and then I have my little DVR mod that I just put on here. Of course, it works okay. It works pretty good, and I'll be doing some DVR footage as soon as I can figure out a way to get I gotta buy another DVR to put on my 006s so I can record both of them, and you know, you can see the comparisons. Alright, so try not to make this video too long. Off the rip, I will say, I know that these the Eachine, these ev100s right here, I know they have this, you know, this you know, diversity antennas, and it's not true diversity, which y'all probably already know this, but they have the diversity antennas, and I'm running it with probably not the best setup. I don't have a patch antenna, but I do have a pagoda, and I'm running this cloverleaf, and I ran the cloverleaf on the ev06 as well as the pagoda, because the pagoda, I originally got it for the ev006s, so I know how the reception is with this one already on that one. I will say, out the box, I can't even lie, the reception, even though these have the diversity antennas on them, the reception on the 006s is, I don't want to say tremendous, but drastically better than the reception on this, even though these have two antennas. Maybe if I put a patch antenna on one or whatever, I really think Eachine should have just maybe did the same thing and just got rid of this antenna altogether and just left it with one antenna, because these essentially have the same receivers in them. So with the 006s, you know, it only has that one receiver in it, and it has pretty decent reception, versus with this one with the two antennas. I mean, the receptions is okay, but I flew a couple spots in my yard where I know the video kind of cuts out, and I flew them in the same path, and I noticed that the 006s had a very drastically better reception than these. So reception between the two goes to the 006s. Now, however, screen size, that's the biggest issue. Now, in my 006s, it's a 3.5-inch screen. The screen is closer to my face, so it does feel bigger. However, I still see the same amount. I have the same field of view, far as I'm concerned, of what I can see in both goggles. However, what I did notice is that the picture quality in these, in the ev100s, were significantly clearer than the picture in the ev006s. Way clearer picture. I done a little bit of flying in between the trees. I have some trees out here. I flew in between the trees. The reception again on the 006s, way better. The ev100s, kind of sucks a little bit. But that could be due to the antennas. But at the same time, I'm using the same antennas on both. Some people say, well, you need to put a patch antenna on there. No, I'm using the same antenna on both of them, and I'm flying them through the same path. So whether it's a patch antenna or not, it still should show. It still, I think that's a good representation of the quality. And even being that the 06s only have one antenna, these have two. So yeah, the reception goes to the ev06s. But however, I did realize my accuracy. I flew the same little trail through the woods, and I'm gonna get it on DVR. I gotta get a SD card. You know, I'm working here, y'all. I don't have a whole lot of money, so I'm getting stuff piece by piece. But my accuracy on these was tremendously better. I could fly through the trees a lot faster. I can hit gates a lot quicker without having to kind of pull back and kind of search for it and go through it. I can fly through gates way quicker, way smoother. My agility through the trees was way better because I could see. I don't really know how to put it, but because this picture was clearer, you know, I could kind of see what was coming up better versus the picture's a little, don't want to say fuzzy, but it's because you can't adjust it. So it could be my eyes, but it's a little teeny bit blurry, not a lot. It's kind of like it's just a little fuzzy. So it takes a little more time for my eyes to adjust to what's going on. Therefore, I have to fly a little slower through the woods. But accuracy was tremendously better. If I can get better reception out of these, I would give these the whole cake. Now, as far as being comfortable, the box goggles are a bit more comfortable for me because of my face. The nose bridge in them, in the ev100s, you know, I got a Kingsman nose, you know, so the nose bridge in these, let me move these out the way for a second. The nose bridge in these are way wider, and this is about how wide my nose is, so it fits my nose a whole lot better and it feels way better. So far as being comfortable, I'm going to give that to the 006s versus the ev100s. For my nose, you see this is way narrow. I had to stuff a whole bunch of foam in there just to kind of, you know, get a little bit of, you know, comfortability, if I can say that, out of these. Now, they're not terribly discomfort. It's not a lot of discomfort, but it's still not as comfortable as the box goggles just because of the narrow nose. I don't think it was particularly made with us in mind. But and another thing I noticed is like the battery. The battery is kind of a bugger because it just doesn't want to sit on my head right, and when I'm trying to adjust it, it kind of like just does its own thing. So I'm gonna have to figure out something to, you know, compensate for that to make that battery a little less bothersome. So out of between the two, between the 006s and the 100s, I'm still going to give it to the ev100s. I'm still going to give it to the ev100s. Especially, I guess, if I can find some better antennas and get better reception. Now, if I can get better reception out of the ev100s, then I would give the whole cake to the ev100s. But the 006s holds a little bit of that standard or a little bit of that cake because they're more comfortable and it has better reception. That's what the ev100s. Now the color, color is about a 50-50 far as color. The color, the saturation, that's about a 50-50. Another thing I noticed, I don't know if it has something to do with the actual goggle or maybe my camera, but these always show kind of a darkish picture. Even though I got it on the lightest setting, it still always shows the picture kind of, I don't want to say gloomy, but it's a little dark. As well as far as the 006s has a very bright picture. I don't know if that's maybe because the screen is bigger. I don't think that has anything to do with it. But that picture is a lot brighter. It picks up light a lot better through these versus the EV100. Maybe it's the reception. So that's another thing. The 006s are brighter picture, more comfortable, better reception. That sounds like all of the major things that you want out of a goggle. The EV100s, better picture, definitely a way better picture. My accuracy is better as far as being discombobulated. It doesn't make me feel as dizzy when I'm turning real fast and back and forth. And of course, your little DVR mod. And I mean, I guess now I'm sitting here thinking about it. The 006s are kind of winning because they have a couple of more things. They have the reception, they have a brighter picture, and they're more comfortable. And for me, those are a couple of the things that I want out of a goggle that the Eachine is kind of lacking in. I will say that, kind of lacking in. But far as a clearer picture, it has a clearer picture. My accuracy now, flying is the most important part, and being able to be accurate and not crash is the most important part of flying. So I give a big piece of it to the EV100s just simply because my accuracy is way better. Because I don't feel like I'm looking around. In my goggles, I do feel like I'm looking from side to side, from corner to corner. I'm looking around trying to find out where I want to go. Versus in these, since I'm kind of looking down in a tunnel, I see everything right there, which I think is why my accuracy's a little bit better. So I'll give the EV100s 1 out of 10. I'll give them an 8. And the vr006s 1 out of 10. Man, I gotta give them a 9. So I guess they, as of right now, they outbeat the Eachines. I mean, they both have their qualities. So it's like you don't in FPV world, you don't get something for nothing. So of course I'm trading in comfortability and a brighter picture and better reception for simply better accuracy. Pretty much. But however, I do still love these goggles. I love them. I love these goggles. They're still awesome goggles to me. I just got to do something with the antennas. All right. So this drastically long video has came to an end. Thank you all for watching. Again, this is your boy Suave Smooth from the ATL Drone Squad. And remember, you're going to love me.